Hey everybody, welcome back to the episode, and today, I didn't write her down. Today is 45, 45, 45, and 45. That's right. Did you get your 45s in? I did. I just finished 45 on the treadmill. And this episode is about your brain. Brain freeze. Now, what does brain freeze really mean? In this weight loss journey, I'm sure you're getting on the scale. I did. I lost 1.9 pounds. 270.2 I'm down to. And for most people, that's only 11.2 pounds in just over 4 weeks. That's not very much. But if you take the average of that over that 4 weeks, I probably think that's pretty good. And if I do that for a whole year, holy macarolis, I'll hit my goal. And that's how you have to look at it. Because I know after 4 weeks of doing this, if you're following me, you're going to go, I should have done better. And that's your brain. Your brain is telling you to stop. Your brain is telling you this is too hard. Your brain is telling you it's not working. Your brain is telling you, you got other things you got to do. I got to go shovel the snow. I got to go mow the lawn. I forgot to plant the plants. And I got plants planting. Not yet. Pretty soon though. So, if you've tuned in for this, I've talked from the beginning that your brain and your mind have to work together to accomplish your goals. Now, I don't know what the clinical term of this is, or even if there is a clinical term for this. But when you wake up in the morning, do you feel good? Do you feel like, damn it, I'm going to get this done today? I am going to, whatever it is. And then, lunch rolls around, or you're going to work out in the mornings like I do. I do it right away. Get it out of the way and don't think about it. And I strongly recommend that for everybody, regardless of when you start work. If you start work at 11 o'clock at night, I strongly recommend that when you get up, which is probably 9 o'clock at night, do your workout right away and go to work. Get it out of the way. I know. You come up with excuses. Well, I'll do it then, and I'll do it then. And then that time comes along, there's something that stops you. But just remember, if you're at the 45, you've committed. You're already up to almost an hour. You're not there yet. But when you hit the 50, you definitely will be over an hour. Barely, because I'm at the 50. I'm just going to do the squats, sit-ups, and push-ups. And if you really take a look at how long that takes, about 12, 13, 14 minutes. You can do this, and it's very easy to do. So, can you believe I just said that? It's very easy to do. I mean, if you're at 45, like, come on, it's 5 more. Yeah, you could skip ahead to 50 right now. But don't. So just remember, we're talking about brain freeze, and your brain is going to sabotage you. So if you're like me today, 45 minutes on the treadmill, what did it tell you burned for calories? I put my weight in, I put my age in. I don't think those things are very accurate, but people say, they're within 10%, say, or 5% or something like that. Who knows? But I put my weight in, what my goal weight is, not my actual weight. And I did my 45 minutes, and it says I burned 445 calories. And this is where your brain sabotages you. You think you got 445 calories in the bank. You, instead of consuming 2,140 calories today, I can do 2,500. Oh, I can do 2,600. Come on, I did 445, and tomorrow I'm going to be working out again tomorrow, and I'll stick to my diet tomorrow, and then blah, 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 dee-dee-dee-dee, and boop-a-doop-a-doo, and here we are a week later, no accomplishment. Wow. Isn't that amazing? That's your brain sabotaging you without you even realize it. Because weight loss, or I should say, lifestyle change to a reasonable weight is very hard. And it's more psychological than it is anything. I was out the other day. Man, I passed a food court and just, I'll be right back. I mean, like, I love sweets. I love every kind of cheeseburger on the planet. It can be just made out of cheese. It can have meat in it. It can have turkey in it. It can be a vegan cheeseburger. It can be a turkey cheeseburger. It can be a pork cheeseburger. It can be a carrot cheeseburger. It could be a lettuce cheeseburger. It can be a cheeseburger with no bread. I'm telling you, I love burgers. Just the concept of a burger, thinking about it right now, my brain's telling me to get the hell out there, go down to Wendy's and get yourself a Baconator. Well, a Baconator's like, I don't know, 1,500 calories. Well, that blows the day. Can't eat, we don't even want to go there. And there's nothing wrong with them Baconators. They're good. If you like them and you can afford to eat them, eat them. I can't. You see me. Like, come on. You know, that's what you got to say to yourself. Just look in the mirror. And your brain will tell you, you know, you look a lot better than you think you are. How about in the morning? Do you look better in the morning than you do at night? And do you have mirrors all over your house? I'm putting mirrors up everywhere, so I can actually see what I look like. Because in your mind, you look better. In your mind, you look like you did when you got married, which is usually the best shape of your life for most people. Or when you graduated university or high school or something else. Right? You were running marathons, or you were whatever you were doing. Rock climbing, walking, hiking, swimming, surfing. Doesn't matter what you were doing. There was a point in your life, or maybe at the life you're in right now, and you go, you know, I was in great shape then. Why not now? And why am I snacking at night? Why am I eating a bag of Oreos? Why do I want a bag of chips? Oh, those sour cream and onion ripple chips. Oh, they're so good, especially them old Dutch ones. Oh, wow. I mean, if I had enough money, I'd buy the old Dutch company, because those are, woo. And then I could mass produce my salsa for people. And I could build greenhouses for my orange jazz tomatoes, and then build my orange jazz salsa for the world, because it is the best salsa in the world. And I have mild, medium, hot, and make your eyebrows fall off hot, and eyelid sweat hot. Well, we just won't get going on that. Just thinking about it gets me excited. Wants to plant some plants. But we're talking about brain freeze. So your brain's going to work against you. So every time your brain works against you, what I want you to do, and now you can do this with a phone, with your app, if you're using one of the apps to track your food, or in your food diary. I prefer to do a food diary. I have a little book. Has an elastic around it, okay? And I flip it open and I write whatever in. There's a pencil attached to it, small little pencil, comes in one, fits in my pocket, okay? Fits in my coat pocket, whatever, put it in my car, goes everywhere I go, okay? And I just write everything down. And so what I want you to do, every time your brain tells you to do something that you shouldn't do, I want you to write it down. So if your brain says, oh, you gotta stop, I was just on the cross trainer. Remember, when you're on the cross trainer, you want to keep it above 40, and every 10 minutes, 60 or better. And I gotta tell you, my brain wanted me to go below 40 today. And down to 37. No, I gotta get it back up there. Why is it doing that? You know what the goal is. Your mind wants you to do it, but your brain is sabotaging you. So your legs hurt a little bit, or your knees hurt a little bit. You're not going that fast. You're not going to get injured. If you do get injured, go to a doctor and get it taken care of. Okay? But we're not doing anything crazy here when it comes to physical exercise. And I'm about as out of shape as you can get. And if I can do 45 minutes on that thing, maintaining a 40 level, you can too. And if you can't, it's this. This is doing it. So, you got your food diary, and now your brain diary. You have to write down where your brain wants you to stop. If you're out going for lunch and you're looking at that menu and you see, oh, you know what I'm talking about. You're going to order something. It's got a big plate of fries with it, or maybe some poutine, or whatever it is, and you know. That's a 2,200 calorie meal if you eat it all. And if you're my size, you can eat it all. No problem. With that big piece of cheesecake at the end. Hallelujah. But if you're here at 45, that means we've been doing this for more than a month. Your stomach should have shrank a little bit. You should be lowering your food sizes, and your brain should be saying, nope, that's too big. Write that down too. And every time your brain says, no, that's too big, don't do that. That's a positive. You got to write your positives down. But when you want to not do it, you got to write that down. Why? What was going on that made you do that? And I know this is going to be very hard, because in a way, it's mental illness, and nobody wants to talk about mental illness. But I personally think being overweight is mental illness, and I have it, because I like to eat food, and I like to eat a lot of it. Just, I don't need to though, and we have to train ourselves not to. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in. If you've got brain freeze at the 45, don't feel bad about it. I've got it too. But you got to work through it. You got to get it done, and I know you can do it. Get your little food diary going. I know people don't want to carry around little books and notepads and stuff like that anymore, but I got a nice small little leather one with elastic that holds it together, and it just makes it easy. And then I use my calculator.net, figure out my calories on a day. I don't do it every day. I do it about twice a week. But more importantly, what are the situations that's thinking you, I'm going to go grab a little bag of chips or something? And what's going to make you snack? Write it down. I want a snack. Write it down. What's going on that makes you want to have that snack? And you will accomplish your goals. So thank you for tuning in. We got to get rid of our brain freeze and our minds and our brains working together. And once we do that, 195, here I come. For me, probably a year and a half. But we'll see. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great week, and I'll see you in the future.